I'm Kyle Riddles.
I'm Andrew Baggett.
We're students at Tarleton State University in the Engineering Economy course. We were tasked with estimating the cost of a prototype for a wing box for the composites class.
At the beginning of the class, we were given a parts list, which gave us 17 pieces of 1/4-inch plywood and 16 pieces of 1-inch foam board. We were given the SKUs for these parts to go to the Home Depot website and look up the price per individual piece of material. And we took the 17 pieces of plywood and multiplied that by $22.32 to come up with $379.44 for the plywood. And we multiplied the 16 by the $21.52 to come up with $344.32 for the foam board. At the end, we were given the actual cost, which was we didn't know that they were using they were cutting the 16 pieces and 17 pieces from one sheet of plywood and foam board, and those costs were $1.23 for the foam board and $1.11 for the plywood. With those costs, it was about $20 for the foam and $18 for the plywood.
As for the hardware, we were given the parts list for those as well, for the all-thread washers and nuts, and the part numbers from the MSC website to look up the cost. We estimated for one stick of all-thread at $10.49, and for the washers and nuts, we saw that they could only be purchased in quantities of 100, so we estimated for a box of each of those at $7.63 and $8.65. When we saw the actual cost, there was 3 small pieces of all-thread at $1.75 each for $5.25. And for the washers and nuts, they were priced individually at 7 cents and 6 cents each for 42 cents and 36 cents for those.
These were materials that weren't listed on the original parts list that we got. It was liquid nail, resin, fiberglass, Bondo, gel coat. This came out to about $110, and that we didn't have in our total material cost.
As for the labor, we used my previous employment at my past job, where we would have used, or I estimated for 4 hours at $75 an hour for $300 for running the machine, and for the engineering, I estimated for 4 hours at $100 an hour for $400, and an hour of assembly at $30. We were in the same ballpark with the cut time and programming of the machine of a few hundred, but the most of our error here was the 12 hours of plug surface time at $95 an hour, where $1,140 we didn't account for.
This is our estimation chart of all the total prices that we had, and this was the actual cost that we were given at the end of the assignment. Our total material cost was $750.53, whereas it's $153.46 on the actual cost. Our labor cost was $730, where the actual cost was $1,560.28. This brought our total estimate to be $1,480.53, and the actual total cost was $1,713.74. So we were in about the same area of estimation, just off by a couple $100, but our material cost was very overestimated and our labor cost was very underestimated.
So in conclusion, we had the misunderstanding of the foam and plywood cost, where they would have been nested out of a couple sheets of material instead of using the full 16 and 17 sheets. In the hardware, we had overestimated for the nuts and bolts, and for the resin and Bondo and fiberglass and liquid nails, we didn't include that at all because we didn't know it was in the total cost. And for the labor, most of the error there was for the plug surface time at $12, which was about 80% of the total cost that we didn't even account for, that we didn't know about. That's it.
Yep.
$12, huh?
Huh?